So you're the rookie that's gonna shock the world, huh?
Sure as heck gonna try.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Just remember, it's all out there for you. Work hard, listen, watch how we do, and you got a chance to be something special. Now let's see what you got.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
Live from Memphis, Tennessee at the home of the Grizzlies, we're broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Grizzlies homestand. On paper, you give them the edge, but of course they're not taking anything for granted. They'll look to come out strong and prove they're the better team.
Well, you know, they've only played these guys once during the regular season, but they did beat them, so they've got to feel pretty good about their chances. The matchup seems to be pretty good for them.
And, Steve, if they win this one, that'll technically make it a 2-0 sweep. Not a major accomplishment, but still something you could feel good about.
And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's Peyton in at the point guard position.
I like that, getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, Clark, I think the more points they can get.
Fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Anderson. Just an amazing story we have here, Clark. Here is someone who has had to scrap and fight every bit of the way, but now he's made it on his own to an and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Anderson.
And I'm sure he's happy to just get that out of the way. Get that first basket, now you breathe easy. You can just go out and play.
I think he's got a lot of big buckets ahead of him, guys. The years to come for him are going to be pretty productive, but I think this moment will rank right up there amongst the biggest of his as he goes through the rest of his career. Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber still player like him still locked up through 2016.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Vucevic is screen on Conley. It's Anderson with the drive. 6 to shoot. The wide open look here for Oladipo. The basket is good. The assist from Harris.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Dave Yeager. We talked about how they can best press their advantages in this game, and he told me that he expects their shot blocking to play an important role. He said, listen, obviously we want to keep them on the perimeter as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can also bottle them up inside. And Kevin, he's hoping that'll help them secure their second win in this season series.
Doris, thank you. It'll be interesting to see how that defensive mindset serves them here in the first half.
Yeah, it will be, Kevin, because if they come out with the right frame of mind and they don't have much success early, you know, the game plan's going to have to change in a big hurry.
And even so, Steve, I think the defensive approach Doris talked about is exactly the one they should employ.
Right side, Randolph. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Gasol. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
It's Anderson with the drive. from about 19 feet. Can't get it to go. And Memphis the other way now. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and in the end, it wasn't even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the floor.
Boy, they were locked in and ready to roll, and offensively, they just had a rhythm that was impressive.
The theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Kuvas checked in for Randall. For Green, and Udrich in for Tony Allen. The fader. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Fry's got his first basket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Gasol. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all on a team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
Anderson really showing the coaches something here. And it's Lee penetrating. Back to Conley. Kicks it to Udrich. Gasol on the high post. He dishes it to Conley. Hits it from three-point range. Conley's got 8.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Magic out in front. They're up by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, Steve and Clark, what do you think?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yes, Steve, I tell you what, they're subs.
And so we conclude the first half. Magic lead by 8. And we'll be back right after this.
All right, men. We've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play. To begin with, we're shooting the ball at a very good percentage. And the way to keep that going is to continue to work the ball around and find good looks, open looks. Don't get away from that. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands, so everybody be ready. And when it comes to the speed of the game, I'd love to see it being played at a walk, not a sprint, if you get my drift. Let's not hurry things.
And now the third quarter about to get going. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
Hey, you look like someone stole your lunch money.
Shoot, might as well. I keep playing like this, man. I'm gonna be 10 days and gone.
Have a little perspective. We won the game, man. That's what matters here, okay?
I guess.
straight up, you can't expect to adjust the NBA game in one night. Just keep working, study film, put time in the weight room every day. And before you know it, you'll be playing instead of thinking out there, all right?
Yeah, tomorrow's another day. Just gotta get back at it, right?
You know it.
All right, man.
Well, I'm sailing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Should I been, could I been, would I been dead if I didn't get a message going to my head? I am what I am. Oh, baby, think you can be my girl, I'll be your man. Someone for the phone, tell her well done, little Bo Peep coming from my. Beware, take care, stare. Oh, baby, please be there. So my kiss could be my share. Hit me, you can, baby. Suck my kiss. Kiss me if you can, baby. Stick with this. Hit me, you can, baby. Give to me, sweet secret bliss. Your mouth was made to suck my kiss. Look at me, can't you see? All I really wanna be is free from a world that hurts me. I need relief. Do you want my girl to be your thief? Oh, baby, just for you, I'll steal anything that you want me to. Kissing, chicken, chicken deep, like a banshee. It's how swimming in the sound of bow wow wow. Oh, baby, please be there. Suck my kiss, could be my share. Hit me, you can hurt me. Suck my kiss. Kiss me if you can, baby. Stick with this. Is she gonna concede? Give to me, sweet sacred bliss. That mouth was made to. Should I been, could I been, would I been dead if I didn't get the message going to my head? I am what I am. Don't give up. Oh, baby, think you can be my girl, I'll be your man. Someone for the phone, tell her well done, little Bo Peep coming from my. Beware, take care, stare. Oh, baby, please be there. Suck my kiss, could be my share. Hit me, you can hurt me. Suck my kiss. Kiss me if you can, baby. Stick with this. Hit me, you can, baby. Give to me, sweet sacred bliss. That mouth was made to suck my kiss.